Good afternoon. We're here a little early today. We're approaching 1 o'clock Central Time. Want to go ahead and kind of review what happened today. Crop report came out, and then we'll see where the markets are. Let's start with cotton. Just sort of summarizing, we raised the carryout in cotton a small amount, about 100,000 bales, due to an increase in the forecast for the crop in Texas. They raised that by 300,000 bales. The net result, when you looked at everything, was carryout was increased 100,000 bales. Not a big deal, but the market thought it was going to be decreased. That Texas increase was a surprise, and world numbers were a slight increase also. What was the result? Well, cotton was up 70 before the report. It went from up 70 to down 50, 120-point drop, then turned back up and got up about 30 on the day just minutes ago. Right now we're up about 20. So that puts the March cotton at 80.08. The high is 80.66. The low is 79.11. Let's look at grains. Okay. As we look at carryout in soybeans, corn, and wheat, in all cases, the numbers were higher than expectations. The immediate reaction was down. I think the soybean market was only up a small amount going into the report. It sold off and got down about 5 or 6, turned around and rallied and got up about 5 to 6. So the initial reaction for corn also and wheat was that negative. And then after about 10 or 15 minutes, it started to firm back up. Now, wheat's not been able to recover. The wheat market's down 5, but the wheat market, it looks like, was, at the time the number came out, it was down. And so markets are probably hanging in there pretty well. I think what we're having to do is put this report behind us and concentrate on what matters now, which is the negotiations with China and China coming into the market and buying agricultural products, and with that, it will help firm the market back up. We just had to digest this number that came out at 11 o'clock. It was negative, but now we're starting to firm back up again. So that's really it. Soybeans up 5 at 9.15, a high of 9.17 and a quarter, a low of 9.06. Corn up a penny at 3.85, a high of 3.86, a low of 3.81 and a quarter. The wheat market down 4.5 at 5.20 and 3/4, high of 5.29, low of 5.17 and a half. Now, one thing that is of concern is that the stock market was up off the positive news with regard to trade earlier. Now, so the Dow Jones is down 197. I can't really tell you what that's about, but that's where it is right now. So that's it. Make sure you join us tomorrow morning for our monthly Ag Market Network Cotton Teleconference call. It will be taking place tomorrow at 7:30 Central Time. I'll give you the number you can dial in on if you want to listen to it live. It's 641-715-0873. I'll say it again. It's the telephone number you can dial in, 641-715-0873. After you dial that, you can dial in the code, which is 571052. Now, you do that, you can hear it live, or you can listen to it on a delayed basis later. That's it. Have a good evening, and we'll talk to you first thing in the morning.